Podcast with our host, Scott Smith. Scott, how are you? I'm excited of our topic today because this is something, you help, again, engineer people to hire the right people to outsource overseas and also now in the US. But our topic today is virtual assistant. Define virtual assistant for me first.
So a virtual assistant is somebody that is not actually virtual. They're a real person, but they're located somewhere else and they're there to support you in tasks that you don't necessarily need to do yourself. Things like social media, they can manage that for you, or your calendar, your schedule, email, things that you don't have to keep control of yourself that are not, I mean, they're important, but they're not necessarily core business functions. They can help you with those things.
Okay. A virtual assistant can be from anywhere, right? So virtual assistant does not mean India. It means anywhere.
Correct. Yeah. In fact, I know people that are virtual assistants here in the US. And one of the big places that VAs really thrive is in the Philippines.
Now let's talk about virtual assistant. So many different things. Why is it important to hire a virtual assistant now?
Well, this is a perfect time to do it, actually, right? As we're coming into, a third of the way through Q4, we're coming into the US election. We have, 2025 right on the horizon. You want to set yourself up to be successful. You want to set yourself up to have your budget done and ready so that you know where you're going in 2025, so that you can kind of take care of those costs that you are maybe incurring today. You want to maybe knock those down a little bit as you get ready for next year. You want to make sure that you're set up so that you can be set up for success. And you want to, if you can do it now, you want to do that so you can set the VA up to help you be as successful as you can be by allowing them to be successful.
I think that's so important, Scott. And the thing is that there's a process. Once you hire the VA, it's not over. That's why hiring someone like you is very important, because training anyone, especially if you've never trained anyone before, especially for a job specifically that you do, is not easy, and it can eat up a lot of your time.
Oh, that's absolutely true. Training and managing it, those are tasks that are necessary. And they don't have to be hard, but it's important that you have somebody in your corner that can help make sure that it gets done properly up front the first time, but also then as you continue down the path, that it's going to go smoothly.
And that's important, because if it doesn't go smoothly, there's a lot of hiccups involved. And because you help in operation sides of things, you understand what it takes to be ready to hire a VA.
Oh, absolutely. Because, I come from an operations background and I come from having created a virtual assistant team. This is not the first time that it's ever come up for me, right? So VAs, outsourcing work, clearly I'm an outsourcing consultant. This is stuff that I do, but working with, managing directly a virtual assistant team, I have done that personally. I have done that successfully for myself and for a sales organization. And it is transformative for the people that utilize those VAs properly. It absolutely transforms the nature of their business.
And what would be the first step for someone to hire a VA? What would they do first?
Well, the first thing they need to do is they have to recognize a need, right? And then the next thing they want to begin to explore what their options are. Who is providing the service? They can go to a VA company. There are a lot of them that are constantly advertising. And just here's a pro tip for everybody out there. If you want something to show up in front of you all the time, search it once on Google. Maybe look for it once in your social media feed, and all the ads are going to run right at you all the time. So it'll be constantly in front of you. But you can also come to somebody like me, Neil, and I will help you find exactly the right match for exactly what you're looking for. And we will sit down, talk about what work you're hoping to have them do, what needs you actually have, what your budget is, and what your ultimate goals are. And then I will match you up with exactly the right person or the right team to make sure that not only can you meet your goals, but you can meet them under budget, on time, exactly what you're hoping for.
See, I love all that. You're hitting every point that's involved. So if they have questions, where can they go, Scott?
So they can go to my website at Akhada, AKHADA consulting.com. And they can reach me if they want to call 602-492-1333, Neil.
All right. You're listening and